of Toastmasters apply to Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters Club. We treat each other with integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Uh, we listen and we mute ourselves while others are speaking. We wait for our turn to speak. And of course, we avoid uh, mentioning controversial topics that are aimed at creating a debate and marginalizing any person or community. With that, I hand over the charge to the acting president and VP Education of Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters, Toastmaster Imran. Toastmaster Imran, over to you.
Okay, just give me a minute. So thank you so much, Talha, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the last meeting of the Quantum Leap Toastmasters Club for the year 2025 and 26. Hopefully, we're going to have a fantastic new year. So, as we all know, Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters Club is aimed at rekindling the curiosity into advanced physics, science, fiction, fantasy, environment, spirituality, and human health and well-being. It's a club by geeks for geeks with the mission to make this world a better place through science and communication. So we have few guests with us. I would like to request them one by one to please turn on their videos and mic and introduce themselves. Can we have Umar Farooq first?
Hello and Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And good afternoon and good morning from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. I am distinguished Toastmaster Umar Farooq. I have been Toastmaster for past 7 years, part of District 79, Saudi Arabia. And basically from Punjab, Pakistan. And senior internal auditor by profession and a Toastmaster by passion. And it's good to be part of it.
That's great. Good to have you, Umar Farooq. Then we have our evergreen friend, Elios. Elios, could we have your brief introduction?
I think he is at work, so he said that I'm unable to speak, chat and listen only. So perhaps, Ilios, you can share your intro via chat, although everyone knows you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have, yes, Elias, if you could share your intros on the chat, that would be great. Otherwise, we can understand your situation. So we have Mubina Rauf with us. Mubina Rauf, could you please, can we have your brief introduction?
Assalamu alaikum. Do I need an introduction?
Not for us, but for others.
Well, I used to be a Toastmaster, and they say that once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. So I am a Toastmaster. And just, randomly I picked the phone and I saw the thing, hope versus hope, something like that. And I was interested to see what it is. So I switched on the Zoom link, and hopefully I'm going to listen to something very interesting. Inshallah.
This could be quite challenging. Okay, thank you so much. So we have Sahil. Sahil, could we have your brief introduction? If possible, we would appreciate it if you could turn on your video and mic. Sahil, are you with us?
Hello.
Yes,
Hi, Imran. How are you?
I'm good. So how did you come to know about this meeting? Quantum Leap Toastmasters Club.
I got to know about this meeting. I saw this meeting's link in one of the global groups, I believe.
Okay. So where you from?
So I'm from India.
Okay,
I'm from
great.
India, Lucknow, and I have been a Toastmaster for around close to 5 years.
Wow, that's great.
I've been a Toastmaster for around close to 5 years, and I have now been recently elected as a division director.
That's great. That's great. So good to have you, Simon, with us. Okay, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm the Toastmaster of the day as well. So just a minute. Just give me a few minutes. Just give me a minute. Tanha, could you please briefly take over this? I'm just joining.
All right, all right. So, everyone, welcome to as Toastmaster Imran said, the last meeting of the year, and the uh, theme is hope to hope. And when one hope ends, another begins. When one year ends, another begins. When you lose hope, and that's what I've not only observed in real life, but that's what we also learn from our mentors and writers and philosophers. When you're just about to lose hope, when you're about to give up, you just have to hold on for a few more moments, and then things magically correct themselves and they start going your way. So that is the theme of the meeting today. It is also very apt for our club for this year. Quantum Leap, as the founder of Quantum Leap, I can report that the club's performance has been average this year simply because a lot of our members, including myself, uh, passed through a lot of personal traumas and transitions during this year. But there's always hope, there's always positivity. There are so many accolades too. I would like to recognize one of our founding members, someone who must be very familiar to most of you, DTM Suharna Kalyan. She is the past district director of District 18, and I'm proud to call her as one of the charter members of Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters Club. Uh, she received a presidential citation recently, so that is something that is to cherish, to celebrate. And in our faith, in Islam, we always say that there's a there's a Quranic verse, Usri Yusra, which means that there is ease with every difficulty. Most people misinterpret it. They say that there is ease after every difficulty, but that's not it. There is ease with every difficulty. And with that, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DT Tanha. I'm sure I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, last night I was asked to become the Toastmaster of the day, although I was the BP education, and and at that time I was watching one of one of the series at Netflix, and it is called Everbook. And there was one sentence clicked in my mind, and that was hope to hope. So at that time I was thinking about the theme of the meeting. Finally, I got a hope. What should be the theme of the meeting? So at that time I decided, why not go with the hope to hope? So, in simple words, hope means believing that something good can happen, even when things are not perfect. We all go through ups and downs in life. Sometimes things don't go our way and we feel stuck or unsure. But hope is that small voice inside us that says, keep going, things will get better. And hope to hope is not just about having hope for ourselves, it's also but about giving hope to others through our words, our actions, and even our smiles. So, in Toastmasters, every time we speak, we have a chance to inspire someone. Maybe one idea, one story, or even one sentence can make someone feel stronger. So, today I invite all of you to speak openly, listen carefully, and share your thoughts with confidence. Let's make this meeting a place where we do not only learn but also encourage and support each other. And since it's an advanced Toastmasters club, we have the pattern of the Toastmasters meeting is a little different. And since we have our business meeting, so we decided uh, to form to come up with a different agenda. So starting with we will going to have a keynote speech by DTN Talha, and then we're going to have the table topics session. It will be a surprise tables topic session, and finally our club nomination committee chair will join us, and then we're going to have an election. So let's begin with the session, and let's start with the keynote speaker speech. And we have a very dedicated Toastmaster as a keynote speaker. He has served district trio position. He has served CGD. He was nominated by Toastmaster International, the CGD of District 122. Then he elected for this as PQD for District 122, and finally he again elected as a district director. He is 6 times or 7 times distinguished Toastmasters, and he has competed in different speech contests. He also uh, got the third position, if I'm correct, right, in the video speech contest with huge round of applause.
Second position.
My bad, my bad. With huge round of applause, let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Talha for his keynote speech. So over to you, Talha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran. I would appreciate if you could time this for 20 to 25 minutes. I know it's a deviation of 5 minutes, but I hope you will accommodate. And all right, so everyone, today's keynote is about something very simple, but at the same time, very complex: science fiction movies. Now, traditionally, we associate sci fi with nerds and geeks. We associate it with fringe of the society. People who are into science fiction, people who are into technology, are usually considered uh, misfits, and they are considered as, to put it very kindly, not normal. Fortunately for all such people, quantum leap exists. And let me start my keynote by revealing something that will blow your mind. You thought that science fiction is just something on the fringes of society. This is the list of top 50 top grossing movies of all time. And if you see the first three, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, There would be, okay, let's count the non-sci-fi films out of the top 50. So, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Out of top 50 top grossing movies of all time, 37 are science fiction movies. What does that tell you? Look at the gross by Avatar, Avengers Endgame, and Avatar The Way of Water. Between them, they have more than 7 billion in revenue. So, this is where we let go of the idea that sci-fi is something that belongs on the fringe of society. In fact, science fiction forms the backbone of entertainment. If you don't believe me, let me take you through some of my favorite science fiction movies from the year 2000 to today, and you will definitely see. First of all, Toastmaster Imran, can you confirm, is my slideshow visible?
Yes, it's visible.
All right. So you don't need to go back to the last century. You don't need to go back to the world of 2001: A Space Odyssey, or Back to the Future, or Jurassic Park. Even if you stick to only the 2000s, you have an incredible variety of sci-fi movies, and these are just some of those which are my favorites. Not this list is by no means exhaustive, but almost all of these movies provide a unique vision of hope for the future of mankind. And that is what's important, ladies and gentlemen. All fiction, all art, all expression should point towards hope. Starting with Minority Report in 2002, this was a movie where it imagined a future where people's thought processes could be analyzed to predict the crimes that they did. It portrayed a very oppressive society, and ultimately the story moves ahead, and then, of course, there's a rebellion, and that society is overthrown. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Jim uh, Jim Carrey has starred in two of the best sci-fi movies of all time. One was The Truman Show, and the second one is this. Truman Show does not qualify because it came before the year 2000, but this one, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, it explores on a deeply personal level the desire to erase bad memories and what impact could it have. And it concludes that bad memories, troubles, and traumas are as much part of your being as are the good memories. One comes with the other. You cannot pick and choose. The Prestige, one of the lesser known movies of Christopher Nolan, but I believe one of his best. This was an amazing movie. It portrays two rival magicians in the early 20th century, and they are trying to outdo each other in magical acts. And they employ advanced physics. They even reach out to Nikola Tesla for his inventions in order to outdo each other. Ultimately, the magic trick turns out to be something grotesquely simple. In a way, this movie does not portray hope, but at the same time, It portrays humanity. Then we have Children of Men, and it portrays pic- uh, it is known to be one of the best science fiction movies of all time. It is also the most traumatic, the most jarring. Don't watch it with your children, please, because the portrayal of a post-apocalyptic world, it is too real, it is too sensitive, it is too intense. It portrays a world where humanity has lost its fertility. Women are unable to conceive. And in that doom and gloom, a woman gets pregnant, and that becomes a hope for entire humanity. Wall-E, one of the best movies of all time, and its release date is exactly today, June 27th. Isn't that serendipitous, right? But Wall-E apparently portrays a world which has been destroyed by humans, and humanity is traveling into deep space. But then it also manages to conclude with hope. Through that single plant that grows on Earth and is detected by the robot, and it sends news to the spaceship that greenery is back on Earth and humanity returns. District 9, one of the most harrowing films that I've ever seen. It was made in South Africa, and we know the apartheid regime in South Africa. The difference is that in this movie, aliens are the victimized group. They are enclosed into uh, surveillance, and they are engaged for labor by humans. It is a very interesting film. It is a very great allegory for oppressive regimes everywhere. Finally, who doesn't know Inception? Inception is something that is beyond description. It explores the depths of the human mind and the way the ideas are planted. And sometimes those ideas become so real that one cannot tell what is real and what is imagined. And that is the whole point of the film, right down to the last minute. The Hunger Games. It is a trilogy, and yes, it portrays a post apocalyptic world where teenagers and children are pitched against each other in a death match. They kill each other. But at the same time, this also ends on a hopeful note. There's an uprising, there's a rebellion that overthrows the oppressive regime. In 2013, Gravity came, and it is one of the most poetic movies I have ever seen. Science fiction or not. It tells a tale of an astronaut who is stuck in space, and her companion astronaut has passed away, and she manages to fight herself. She manages to find her way through the situation and land safely on Earth. Once again, ending in hope. Interstellar, perhaps my favorite movie of all time, came in 2014. It took people months and months to actually understand what was going on, because what you see on screen in Interstellar is only one third of the movie. The majority of the movie is taking place outside the screen. It is a complex story. The earth is ending, the humanity is ending, the crops are killed due to a mysterious disease, and humanity is trying to find a new home for itself. That new home is found through a wormhole that is placed by mysterious entities. Across that wormhole, there's a black hole, and around that black hole, there are three planets, one of which can potentially host humanity. It's a tale of sacrifice. It's a tale of giving up your future, knowing that you will never again meet your family. But then, the bond between a father and daughter is shown to transcend space and time. And that is the best outcome. Some people call it sappy, some people call it VP, some people call it even weak. But I think that is something that has never been presented on a cinema screen like this. The Martian, an astronaut that is stuck on Mars, he is completely out of resources and he has to improvise. He has to find a way to survive for the months and months during which he needs to fend for himself. And he lives in the hope that someday a rescue mission from Earth will rescue him. An absolutely fantastic movie. It is less science fiction and more science fact because it is rooted in the technology that we have today. You will not find any fantastical elements in The Martian. Arrival. Mysterious aliens arrive from outer space in these pods that you see here, and they communicate through a mysterious language that unlocks the past and the future. I won't describe it any further, you have to see it for yourself. By the same director, Blade Runner 2049. Humanity is a sea of people that are, some of them are hybrid human and machines. The whole ethical questions around that situation is the topic of this movie. It is something to be seen once again. Yes, I could have included the whole Marvel universe in the sci-fi movies category, but I choose to include this because, of course, this was the conclusion of the best part of the Marvel universe. It is a very satisfying movie. It brings together a ton of characters and stories in a seamless manner. And there's a reason that it is the second highest top grossing movie of all time. In 2022, an independent studio came up with something that was completely bizarre. Everything, everywhere, all at once. It starts with the simple life of a woman living in the United States who is facing an unpleasant tax audit. She is being cornered and victimized due to her skin color. And from there, this perfectly ordinary story splits into several thousand universes. It explores the idea of the multiverse. The woman you see here exists slightly differently in all of those universes. In one universe, she is a superhero. In one universe, she is a man. So you get the idea. It is completely crazy. It is beyond description. Somehow, all those universes ultimately come together towards a resolution. Another movie came that this year, and it is slightly under the radar. It is about an alien creature that is not from outer space. It is about a strange animal that appears in the form of a flying saucer and it takes away humans. I gave away the film, but even then, if you watch it, you will find it amazing, interesting, and completely different. The Dune series, one of the most famous sci-fi novels of all time, finally was made into a movie, and both the Dune movies are absolute masterpieces. It describes a complex galaxy where various factions are fighting for resources. If you think about it, a lot of mythology of Dune is based around the Middle East region, and a lot of parallels are there as well. Finally, this year, one of the several sci-fi movies, yes, there's Disclosure Day as well, but Project Hail Mary. This is one of the best movies you will ever see, guaranteed. It is entertaining, it is heartfelt, it's a movie where a human and alien team up to address the trouble that is endangering both their planets. So these were some of the my favorite sci-fi movies from this century, and I will be providing this presentation in the group as well. So you can choose to watch any one of them, and this brings the keynotes to an end. Before handing over the charge to Toastmaster Imran Rana, I would like to welcome DTM Swarna Kalyan and announce that she just received a presidential citation. It is a matter of immense pride, and we are so grateful to you, DTM Swarna, for being a charter member of Quantum Leap, for being part of us, for enriching us with your presence, and uh, we're so grateful to have you as part of our community. Thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, DTM Talha, for such an insightful keynote speech. Although I didn't like Avatar, but I love Avengers.
That's
And
why Avatar is not part of my list.
but I'm not sure how come the Avatar made so much business.
That is a mystery that the entire internet has been debating. That how come a movie with zero cultural impact? I mean, all of us have seen Avatar. We cannot name a single character in Avatar. But I guess it was the power of the visual spectacle that drew the audience and that resulted in it being the biggest movie of all time.
Okay. So thank you so much once again to Team Talha for such an insightful and informative keynote speech. I'm sure the audience have loved it, and you are sharing the presentation, right? People might be interested in watching the other movies. Okay. So this brings our keynote speech to an end, and now it's time for us to move on to the next segment, that is the table topics segment. And in quantum leap, table topic segment is little different than the regular Toastmasters meeting. So for table topic master, could I request Toastmaster Noreen to please hand over the charge? Take the charge. Sorry. Over to you, Toastmaster Noreen. Toastmaster Noreen, are you with us? Okay, before, yes.
Yes,
Toastmaster
hello
Noreen,
and
over to you.
assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the most exciting segment of a Toastmasters meeting, that is our table topic session. As we all know that Quantum Leap Toastmasters Club is the most advanced club of the advanced Toastmasters Club. So our table topic session is also very unique. It's a bit different from others club's Toastmaster session. So the format is that the first speaker would be evaluated by the second one, and this drill continues till the last speaker would be evaluated by the first speaker. So I want all of you to stay attentive throughout the session to make this session more exciting, productive, and meaningful for all of us. So let's begin with our first speaker. We have, can we have Toastmasters DTM Elios with us?
Actually, he's at work, so he cannot speak.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, call Salman Ibrahim.
Okay.
He just messaged me that there are some guests at his place, so he might find
Okay.
it
So who
difficult.
would be
Yeah.
Iram Rizvi if it's convenient.
Okay. So, Toastmaster DTM, Iram, are you there with us?
I kind of knew this would happen. Gee, I'm here.
Okay, that's great. So you are our first speaker. So DTM, Iram, the topic is what does really mean the phrase hope to hope. What does the phrase hope to hope really mean to you in your personal life? How do you see this phrase in your personal life? Hope to hope, which is the theme of
Assalamu
our
alaikum.
meeting.
Yes, assalamu alaikum, everyone. So there is a connection of quantum leap, its topics, its themes, and my in-laws. Somehow, I don't know why, but it's been so many days. I haven't exactly opened up my heart or even hoped that I could say things that are happening. But then you give me a topic that again makes my mind boggle, or maybe it's the faces of DTM Talha, Toastmaster Imran, the thought of my friends here, that I end up opening up, hoping to opening up my heart. So hope to hope is something in my life that I have always thought that would give me a hope to start the next day. Again, thinking that it would be better, and Alhamdulillah, it is better in its own way. In its own way, and it gives you courage that if things go wrong, if things don't go as planned, the next day somewhere you could hope before sleeping that it might be better. So I know I'm not making sense. The hope word is just coming again and again. And I'm sitting in a table topics after a very long time. But I would say that in my life or in anybody's life, the most common thing that we have is a hope that things would get better. And then we keep hoping that I wish I do not stop hoping for the best. The contradictory word is, of course, that we call in Urdu mayusi, which means that you completely lose the track of hoping. But this is what makes us wake up in the morning. This is what makes us have a prayer while we are doing our salah, that, hoping that we don't lose the power of hope. And that is something that brings us closer to think that, yes, things would be better. Things are better. And whatever is happening for the best, even if it is your nosy in laws. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM, Iram, for sharing your thoughts on the topic. Do we have Toastmaster Mobina Rauf with us?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mobina. Thank you for having us. Your topic is who has been the source of
Okay,
hope and
okay,
inspiration for you?
Toastmaster Noreen.
Evaluation.
Yes.
Evaluation.
Yeah, yeah. Toastmaster Mubina, first you have to evaluate the Toastmaster Adam speech for 30 seconds, and then Toastmaster Noreen will going to assign you the topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning,
You
everybody.
have 30 seconds.
Iram, as always, brings some twist, some humor to any topics she speaks on. And as always, she spoke eloquently. Only this bit that I wish she had, she had told us about some kind of story, a mini story about um, the topic she was, speaking on. That would have created more interest. But I really liked the ending with, ending with in-laws. This is something, uh, which we all have to face. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope 40 seconds are over.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mubina, for sharing your thoughts on DTM Iram's speech. So the topic of your topic is who has been the source of inspiration and hope in your challenging times, and why? Over to you, Toastmaster Mubina.
Good morning once again. When I think about, who has been my source of hope, there is a list of people. I can't, pinpoint one person. About let's talk about Toastmasters. When I joined Toastmasters, I got a mentor. I didn't know that what the I met him the first time, and I started listening to stories about mentors who are just mentors for their, they are mentors for the sake of being mentors. But luckily, I got a mentor who was, he went out of his way to help me in becoming a speaker. I was not, I don't, talk much. I was a very shy person when I joined Toastmasters many, many years ago. But he used to, whenever I told him that I've written a speech, he used to come to my home and listen to me and then evaluate me. And that gave me, I learned so much from him. And his name is DTM Matthews Kurian. He's from South India. And afterwards, there was a huge gap. And then I joined Quantum Leap. Somebody told me to join Quantum Leap, and I was still a Toastmaster. Quantum Leap, of course, DTM Talha, that led me to the path of becoming a DTM. So these were my, these people were my, there are so many other veteran Toastmasters who have been really, who have facilitated me to be where I am today. And I'm so grateful to all of them. And that's it. That was my path in Toastmasters, which was, facilitated by many, many people. And it has been a very interesting and a very fruitful journey, I'll say. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mobina, for sharing your mentors and your journey of Toastmasters as well with us, that how it transformed hope in your life. So, moving next, now we have Toastmaster Salman. Are you there with us, or are you still busy with your guests, or we can have another speaker? I think he is not
If
there.
not Salman, then we can ask for Salman.
I think
If
I can
not,
have Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Don't go
Because
easy on
I don't have
topics
any
with
other
them.
option now. So I request Toastmaster Imran Rana, who would be our next speaker, please share the evaluation of Toastmaster Mubina. Over to you, Toastmaster Imran.
thank you so much about Toastmasters Mobina Rao's speech. So I really like her voice. She has a calm and soothing voice, and the way she delivered the topic, it was quite good. I love the way she took pauses, and it was quite meaningful. And the only area of improvement which I could suggest, that if she could have opened her camera so that give, I could see the expressions and gestures. Although she spoke very well, she always speak from the heart, and that is what I want to see. She did a great job.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imrana, for sharing your thoughts on Toastmaster Mubina's speech. So, your topic for today's your table topic for today's meeting is there are many experiences in our life that transform us, or sometimes they make us little disappointed. So, I just your topic for today's your topic is, what is one experience in your life that have transformed hope in your uncertainty times, that has transformed hope in yourself during when you were having challenging times in your life, or one incident, or any incident or example you want to share with us.
Okay, thank you so much for such a wonderful and quite meaningful topic. Uh, Um, I must say that it's the hope that allow us to keep on going. There are many events and many incidents where it becomes quite challenging, and I somehow uh, when you say just when a click of a button, and when there's light, then the whole room lighten up. So I remember when we were or when we were splitting Karachi Toastmasters Club into two, into Karachi Toastmasters Club. So myself and Talha were given task to conduct the showcase meeting as much as possible, so that we could gather interest of other members to become part of that club. So at one time, the meeting had to start at 1 or 2 p.m. and only an hour left. I was promoting for the meeting, and I didn't get a single role player. But eventually, one of the members just said yes, just said that I'm available for the meeting. Then you know what? Then the series of members starting sending me the messages about that I'm available for the room. So that was the incidents I remember. Although there are so many incidents, as Toastmaster Adam said that one should never lose the hope, because it becomes the what we call mayusi, and mayusi we call it kufr in our religion. So that was one of the incidents I remember, and we should be hopeful for every time. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran Rana, for sharing such meaningful experiences from your daily life. Do we have Toastmaster Anam Kadri with us? I can see her name in the chat box. Walaikum Assalam. Welcome, Toastmaster Anam. Thank you for joining the meeting.
Thank you.
Good to see you. So could you please evaluate Toastmaster Imran Rana's speech so that I can assign you your table topic afterwards?
All right, Toastmaster. How much time do I have for the evaluation?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Toastmaster Imran Rana, I found your content strong. It took you some time to come to the gist of your speech and to organize your material. You took your time to organize it within your mind, but once you got through it, you pulled it off really nicely. The concept was given, the topic was well explained. A little expression here and there would have added true colors to it. Overall, it was a good speech. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anam. Now moving to your topic. Uh, your topic is how we can inculcate hope in our families, in our workplaces, and in communities.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noreen. Bringing hope into someone is not that easy. It takes a lot of time, especially when somebody is very devastated, very down. He has lost hope in almost everything. It's very difficult to pull them back to life. But the only way that it can be done is through your gestures, through your little gestures. In the beginning, you can't expect a very high jump or a leap that will bring them out of their hopeless situation, that we can say. The only way that you can do it is by pulling off small gestures, like giving a smile, for example, from in the beginning, and then sharing gifts, sharing a few abstracts from your own life, not related to anything that that person is depressed about or hopeless about. And to I myself personally, the way I encourage my students and my children is I bring a few Islamic stories, a few stories from the Sahaba's life, from the Prophet's life, anything that can bring a little motivation in somebody. Because sometimes when you relate a story, the person tends to forget his own worries and he gets engrossed in the depth, in the lesson that is there present in the story. So sometimes that's a good start to bring someone back to the life, to bring some hope to them, because obviously there is always a silver lining at the end of the tunnel. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anam, for giving us a lesson that stories are the best way to inspire any good lesson in someone's life. Moving to our next speaker, do we have guest Umar Farooq with us?
Yes, I am
DTM
here.
Umar Farooq.
DTM Umar Farooq, are you there with us in the meeting?
Yes, DTM for dinosaur toast.
Oh, okay. Could you please evaluate the Toastmaster Anam's speech? Your time is 30
Toastmaster
seconds.
Anand. Okay, Toastmaster Anand did well. She initially said that it is difficult to do it, to incorporate hope. But later on, she built on it, connected with her own self, give an example, and that. But I would have wanted her to give a personal example where he actually instilled hope in somebody in a professional way, or maybe in the Toastmasters or something, and before and after it, how you maybe. Okay, that person was not hopeful. Now he has become hopeful because of Anamka. So that kind of a personal example could have elevated the topic to another level. So overall, good speech.
Thank you, DTM Umar. So your topic is, what hopes do you have in the next 5 years in your personal and professional life? What hopes do you have in your personal or professional life in the next 5 years?
I have always believed that hope is a very tricky thing, and it can go against you as well, work against you as well. A lot of times you hope for a lot of things. This will happen in next year, and is it? And often hope breeds inaction. You keep on sitting on it, and I hope things have turned out to be good things. For me, taking action builds confidence, not the other way around. Take actions, take small steps, break down your goals into short, smaller goals, and build on it. Instead of having hope, okay, after 5 years I will be there or something. So instead of having that dream, you have to turn it into reality. You take actions. So whatever my hopes is at the end of the 5 years, it has to be done one step at a time. Instead of hoping, start taking actions. Instead of dreaming, doing that imagination thing, start taking action towards it. And for me, is to one of my most important thing that I want to do in my life is to start my own business, start my own work, get off my this corporate slavery thing, the chains that we have bound to it, start my own thing and build it as well. So that's one thing that I'm moving towards. I'm not hoping for it. I'm taking one step at a time to build it. Over to you, Oli.
Thank you so much, DTM Umar, for sharing your thoughts and giving some practical messages that start taking small steps, taking one step at a time, can lead you towards your destination. Can we accommodate one more speaker, DTM Talha, or at time for the segment is over? We stop it here?
I think we are for time, so we should uh, maybe ask Toastmaster Iram to evaluate the speaker and
Okay.
complete this process.
Okay. Thank you. May I request DTM Iram to kindly evaluate DTM Umar, his table topic speech? Over to you, DTM Iram.
Thank you very much, Table Topics Master. So, Toastmaster Omar has done everything well, which is required in a table topic. He actually explained what the topic was. I like the part that he brought in the examples of himself. He brought in example in general, what people go through around the topic, and then he brought his own example too. He also shared his personal view around the topic, and I like the part that he closed it with a call to action. Bravo, very well done. The only advice I would give to Toastmaster Omar, and that's very easy to give an advice because I didn't do it myself, was to summarize again in the end that what the topic was and what he wants to give away, because he still had time that he could do that. Apart from this, I like the way that he switched on the camera. However, he was looking far off from the camera towards one side, whereas just a bit of looking towards the screen, not exactly in the camera, but looking towards the screen once in a while, brings in the part that you are connected with the audience, whereas it looked like he was trying to recollect the content. But very well done. Like the way how it was all around the topic. It had call to action, it had personal aim too. And thank you for reminding us what we should do around the topic.
Thank you so much, DTM Iram, for such an exclusive evaluation. With this, our table topic segment comes to an end. We really had insightful speeches, great perspectives about hope, and some call for action as well that can actually keep us hopeful during our challenging times. With this, I hand over the podium to our Toastmaster of the day, the Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Thank you so much for conducting such a wonderful table topic session. It was quite interesting, and the best thing was about the topics were according to the theme. So hats off to you, Toastmaster Noreen. Now we are moving towards the business section, and since we have Anand Kadri with us as our club nomination committee chair, so without further ado, I would like to hand over the charge to soon to be distinguished Toastmaster Anand Kadri.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Um, oh, so without any further delays, I'll be announcing the nominations for the elections of 2026-2027. No, elections of 2025-2026 for the team of 2026-2027, starting off with our nomination for the president of Quantum Leap. Nomination is for Toastmaster Imran Rana. If anybody from the floor wants to come forward, please raise your hand right now. We have the nomination of Toastmaster Imran Rana as the president of Quantum Leap. If anybody from the floor wants to present himself or herself, please raise your hand. Toastmaster Imran Rana, President 1. Toastmaster Imran Rana, President 2. And Toastmaster Imran Rana, President 3 of Quantum Leap. He is the elected president of the next session, 2026-2027. Toastmaster Imran Rana, do you want to say a few words? Being the elected president of QL.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank to Quantum Leap Toastmasters Club for giving me this opportunity to serve as the club president, and I will try my level best to be regular and bring all the members to one platform so that they participate in the meeting on a regular basis. I mean, regular basis means every fortnightly, and I'll try my best to do the best for Quantum Leap Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran Rana, and congratulations for being elected as the president of QL 2026-2027. Moving on to our next position of vice President, VPE. Okay. So for VPE, we have the nomination of DTN Talha bin Hamid. If anybody from the floor wants to come forward for the position, please raise your hand. We have the nomination of VPE for DTN Talha bin Hamid. If anybody from the floor wants to come forward, please raise your hand. And I repeat for the last time, if anybody for the position of VPE for QL wants to come forward, please raise your hand. All right, and henceforth that VPE of Quantum B for the session 2026-2027 is DTM Talha bin Hamid. DTM Talha, do you want to say a few words?
Do I have your permission?
Or do you want to wait for the next nomination as well and give the final words then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next position of VPPR. We have the nomination of DTN Talha bin Hamid again. If anybody wants to come forward from the floor, please raise your hand. If anybody from the floor wants to come forward as the DPPR of QL for the next session, please raise your hand. And I repeat, if anybody from the floor wants to come forward for the position of VPPR of Quantum G, please raise your hand. All right, congratulations, DTM Talha bin Hamid, for another position of VPPR of Quantum Leap of 2026-27. Now we would like to hear something from you.
I will ask the same question. Do I have your permission?
Right now, yes. Please share your words.
Oh, okay. Everyone, please witness if something happens to me after this meeting. So, all right, I must be the only VP education in the entire world who gets selected because no one else comes forward. So, but at the same time, I must admit that this position is fun too. And since being the founder of this club, it certainly places a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. So thank you so much, everyone, for your confidence, or rather the unwillingness to take these positions, due to which I have these two positions. I will try to do my best, inshallah, and most importantly, I will try to revive the club and achieve distinguished during the year, inshallah, in conjunction with the other members of the executive committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Talha bin Hamid. Moving on to our next position of VPM, Vice President Membership. The nomination we have for VPM is Toastmaster Noreen Fatma. If anybody from the floor wants to come forward for the position, please raise your hand. For the VPM of Quantum Leap 2026-27, if anybody wants to come from the floor, please raise your hand. I repeat, for the Vice President membership of Quantum Leap 2026-27, if anybody wants to come forward for the position, please raise your hand. All right, congratulations, Toastmaster Noreen Fatma. You are elected as the VPM of Quantum Leap for the session 2026-27. May we have your few words?
Thank you so much, Ms. Contest Chair, for trusting me and nominating me for this position. I'll try my level best to improve the membership of these clubs and would love to share the agenda and the perspective of this club, so that we can have more like-minded people, and so that we can learn from each other and play our part in the Toastmasters team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nori. Moving on to our next position as the secretary, we have the nomination of Toastmaster Khurram Chishti. If anybody from the floor wants to come forward for the position of secretary of Quantum D, please raise your hand. Anybody who wants to hold the position for the secretary and wants to come from the floor, please raise your hand. All right, anybody who wants to come as the nomination of secretary for Quantum Leap, please raise your hand. Okay, congratulations, Toastmaster Khurram Chishti. You are elected as the secretary of Quantum Leap 2026-2027. Is he around? Can we have a few words from him as well?
No, he's not around. He's UK based, so this time would be too early for him.
All right. All right, fair enough. Moving on to our next position of Sergeant at Arms. The nomination we have is
766. Yes.
Oh, please continue.
the nomination we have for Sergeant at Arms is for DTM Iram Rizvi. If anybody wants to come forward from the floor, please raise your hand. Sergeant at Arms of QL, anybody wants to come forward, please raise your hand. Sergeant at Arms for QL, if anybody wants to come from the floor, please raise your hand. Congratulations, DTM Iram Rizvi. You are elected as the Sergeant at Arms of Quantum Leap for the session 2026-2027. May we have a few words, please?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Anam. And thank you very much, Quantum Leap, for electing me as Sergeant at Arms. And I think we should actually be the first club, DTM Talha and Toastmaster Imran, that from next year we should have AI doing this role for an online meeting. So, the AI does we use the tools for making sure that it's open, the meeting is open, we have a script which goes on. And then if someone is speaking, the AI goes ahead muting. So I'm very sure I'll be able to train one bot this year and have the very first AI member next year at Quantum Leap. That would be my agenda. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Iram. Congratulations once again from me to you as being the elected committee of the session 2026-27 with loads of prayers your way, that may everything be easy for you and may your club shine on the globe by the end of the next year. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
So, as a signing of president, the one who was lost most of the time, thank you very much, Toastmaster Anam. You have been one of the people that we could, you, DTM Savarna, mashallah, there have been quite a number of people whom we can go up to in the form of advice when we need you, and taking care of the elections, making sure that you get the nominations, reaching out to the candidates. Thank you so much for doing that and always being the sole backbone of the club. And similar thanks to DTM Savarna for being here always when we need you, for being an advisor, for being a sole mentor for the club. I cannot thank enough. And that is the essence of Quantum Leap. Being sci-fi or being, the very first advanced club, and the challenges we have had all year, not getting that kind of recognition or not getting that kind of support, but still we have been around. And a huge round of applause for to DTM Talha for taking up every role as possible. And by the way, if we didn't have any nominations, all the 7 nominations would go to DTM Talha. So, and he would have happily done it. And Toastmaster Imran Rana has really taken up space this year. We have seen it. And having him presiding this club would, of course, take it to the next level. DTM Talha, the Toastmaster Imran, please become a DTM. मुंह पे आके रह जाता है. And of course, going to be DTM Anam Qadri, DTM Savarna, Toastmaster Noreen, wish you all the best. Very excited to have your essence over here. It's a small community, small pace, but yes, there is a lot of learning, and looking forward to have contributions from Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim too. And thank you very much, everybody.
Okay. Thank you so much, DTM Mira. Again, all of you, with the exception of Noreen and Salman, are charter members of the Quantum League. So this club won't exist without you. Thank you so much for your contribution. D Swarnaji, please go ahead.
Okay, I can't switch on my video, but I want to congratulate everyone, the incoming and the outgoing expo. And I want to say special thanks here to Toastmaster Imran Rana for all his patience. Every time he knows I'm going to say no, but he never gives up on me. So thank you so much for not giving up on me and sending me messages to join the meeting. I truly, truly, I'm so thankful. You know, people like you are why I think Toastmasters is a wonderful place to be. Okay, so thank you so much. And of course, we cannot forget DTM Talha, who is makes this meeting wonderful with his sci-fi stories and all of that, like, you know, trying to do the timer, trying to be the Zoom master, trying to be the Toastmaster of the day. He just shows us how someone can multitask to the extreme and still give a quality execute everything with quality. You know, thank you so much. It's a lovely community that I am very proud to be, and I tell people that I am a member of Quantum Leap. I wish I can contribute a little bit more. I will try and do that next term. Okay, so this is a promise to Imran Rana for all his patience with me this term.
So Anuji, we look forward to that. One
Yeah.
thing that we deeply admire is that whenever you do participate, you put all your heart in it. Whenever you do participate, you elevate the meeting. And you know, we've been lucky enough to have witnessed your entire leadership journey within Quantum League. You know, it played right before us. You going for the district leadership, CGD, PQD, and then district director, going through a merger, and mashallah, now getting the presidential citation.
Yeah.
So we witnessed you from going to a member to a presidential citation winner.
Yes,
And
yes.
you and
And thank
I
you so
know.
much for that. Thank you, really. You know, I still remember the first meeting I saw you at Leaders Worldwide, and you told me I should look at district leadership. And I was like, huh, what district leadership are you talking about? And today, you know, 6 years down the road, I'm like, wow, if I had it well, Talha, what would I have been? You know, I would be happy in my club doing something.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. But then the way you took things up, because I remember you saying that you know you are so engaged with so many other things in your life that it will be next to impossible for you. So
Yeah, yes, that's
I
right. That's
mean,
right.
it's a stunning achievement, mashallah, and it is actually an example for all of us.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what can be accomplished. So we are so grateful to have you, and we appreciate your presence in the club whenever it is, because whenever it is always meaningful. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All the very best.
Thank you once again to everyone for becoming part of this wonderful meeting. Uh, it's a quite a beautiful sentence, that hope to hope. Let's hope to hope we have a wonderful session next year. Let's hope to hope we win all the contest at the division level, so we can compete at the district level as well. And let's hope we become smartly distinguished. So with that, once again, I would like to either hand over the charge to the president or let's adjourn the meeting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Imran Rana. And if there are no comments, thank you for joining in. And if anybody who doesn't have any comment, we could adjourn the meeting.
Thank you. And all the very best, Hiram, for your
Thank
contest
you.
next coming season.
Inshallah. Thank you, DTM Savannah.
I want to
Wow,
see you on the world stage. Yeah?
I think now there's a real chance, inshallah, that we'll see Iram because we are merging with District 104, right?
Yes, yes.
So
The moment the words came through, I messaged her and I said, I want to
yeah,
see you on the stage.
yeah,
Inshallah.
but again, without saying too much, I'll just say that the area and division remains the same.
The same, yes.
Yeah, if we make it through those, then we can rely on some quality judging, so to speak. Ironically, Swaraji, we managed to arrange better judging and we managed to arrange better contest administration at club level. And then area division onwards, it's a downward spiral. Until we get to district where things pick up slightly. But again, here's hoping for the best now.
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
Let's
yeah,
hope to hope.
and I think it's all aligning for a good reason. I strongly believe that I think Pakistan does need a good speaker to be on the world stage, and maybe that's the reason why you're aligning with another district. That's what I believe, because you'll have so many beautiful speakers, but
Well,
you
that's
don't get a chance to be there because of being a provisional district and things like that. So. I hope to see
that
you all there, yeah?
yeah, sure. That's a
And I will
beautiful
be
list.
cheering you all, okay?
We are sure of that. That's a beautiful way of looking at it, and everyone you can witness that what took Swarnaji from member to a presidential citation winner, her eternal optimism. It is a treasure for all of us. So thank you so much. So, Madam President, can you adjourn the meeting now?
Yes, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. See you
Thank
all
you.
in the
Khuda
next
Hafiz.
meeting. Allah Hafiz.